Today's video, we're going to be taking a look here at these current conditions. We're going to be breaking down the upcoming pattern as well as some weather. Let's just get straight into things though, and first things first, we're taking a look at our current radar imagery, and as always, we're taking a look here at some storminess. We do see that there is some showers going on there in the Pacific Northwest. We'll take a look at those. We do have quite a bit of storminess taking place here in the plains, especially the northern plains there, where we see activity happening from Kansas northward through Nebraska and the Dakotas as well. So we're seeing some of that going on. We see some activity going on here in the Ohio Valley and kind of the Mid-Atlantic in there. And then along the southeast coast and Gulf Coast, we see some activity up here as well, or down here better yet, all the way from the Texas coast all the way up through the Carolinas. We're seeing some activity out there. Now let's start out here in the northwest. This is usually where we start out, and we do have some showers here around, especially here for the northwestern corner there of Washington near Seattle is where we're seeing the most of this showery activity. Not much to speak of there. It is very, very light though. That is the one thing I will say. Now, as we move towards the north central United States, kind of the northern plains, we do see that we have this activity up here for Kansas all the way up through Nebraska, South Dakota, and North Dakota there. We have showers all the way ranging from light to heavy showers, even thunderstorms probably taking place there, especially in North Dakota and Minnesota there on the very, very northern end, it looks like. But we do have some heavier showers in every single state. I'm seeing yellows and oranges here across these different states. Now, for the Ohio Valley, we do have these kind of showers and thunderstorms spreading down. We can see them kind of heading in just like this. They're spreading out and they are taking over states like Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, seeing some of these, and they're going to spread even further out is my imagination there. As we can see, that's probably what's going to happen by later today. Now, for the southeast and Gulf states, we do just have this huge pocket here of showers and thunderstorms, and they are affecting some of these states, and some of them are left high and dry. We see that a lot of these are not reaching the Texas coast, maybe some reaching the Louisiana coast there, but Mississippi, Alabama, I'm not seeing anything. Then the Florida Panhandle, I do see some activity making its way onshore in here, so that's probably where we're seeing some of these impacts. Also southern Florida and here. So let's zoom into these different regions. Yeah, we see some of these forming here near Wright, Florida. Also south of Tallahassee there. We're seeing some of those showers make their way onshore. And then we see some thunderstorms making their way into the Everglades, possibly going to impact the Miami area at some point. Key West obviously being impacted by these passing thunderstorms. And then kind of the east coast here of Florida, we do see that there is just these thunderstorms and showers taking place in here. So we do see these taking place up near Daytona Beach. Let's see. Near Daytona Beach, Jacksonville as well. We're seeing all the way up from Palm Bay, Daytona Beach, Jacksonville. We're seeing all of these things make their way onshore, and they're probably going to come further onshore later today, it appears. Same story here for Georgia and South Carolina, as well as North Carolina. It appears like these thunderstorms will become more impactful as time goes on here and make their way more onshore. And I know we have a marginal risk of severe weather for a lot of these areas, so we will be seeing thunderstorms there later today as well. Well, that covers just about everything. What we're going to do is we're going to move on and talk about the upcoming weather. All right, now here we are taking a look at that upcoming pattern. Let's just take this towards this afternoon. As you can see, we will have a bit of storminess here across a few different areas in the eastern United States. We will still have these showers going on also for Washington and Oregon as well. And that's just about it for this afternoon. As we reach tomorrow afternoon on Sunday, July 17th, we can see that there is a lot of activity here in the eastern United States once again. We also still see these showers taking place in Washington there again. So kind of the same story here. Now by Monday, this is going to be July 18th, we have a ton of activity taking place here in the eastern United States. Now we see a low developing here and a bit of a cold front, I would say, underneath, maybe even a warm front up here. So kind of a springtime setup, more like a springtime setup taking place here in late July. We do see Washington, Idaho, and Montana seeing some showers up there as well. As we move through, The next couple of hours after that, we could see that storm really overtake the eastern United States overnight Monday into Tuesday. Let's just reach it towards Tuesday, actually. And we still will have some storminess here in the southeast, as well as a little bit there in the northeast, and a low developing up here in the north central United States. We have a 995 millibar low pressure center here with some storminess on both sides of it. So we're seeing a lot of storminess alongside that low pressure system. Now, by Wednesday, July 20th, we can see that there is just this activity here again in the eastern United States. It is scattered about. When I say that, oftentimes there is spots that will not see activity, but I would say at least 50% of the areas in this circle are seeing some sort of precipitation. So it's about 50-50. In some cases, it's more like 75-25, but it's most areas oftentimes. Now, this is an example where it's almost everywhere. Thursday, July 21st, the afternoon, we can see a 995 millibar low pressure center develops up here in Canada, and a bit of a cold front extends underneath. And we see activity really from Florida all the way up through Canada here. Obviously, I mean, really, really stormy day, it looks like, on Thursday, July 21st. Now, by Friday, July 22nd, we can see from Louisiana all the way up through Maine, we're seeing some activity here as we still see this cold front kind of coming in like this with that storm. Now, by Saturday, July 23rd, we have a bit of activity in here, but not a whole lot. So just a little bit there in the eastern United States, but very, very quiet from coast to coast for the most part. Now, by Sunday, July 24th, this is kind of an interesting frame here. We have some activity here in the Four Corner States, some up here in the Northwest, some down here in the Great Lakes and Northeast, and then also still some here in the Southeast as well. So we're seeing like 4 different little areas here, seeing some storminess there, but not a whole lot anywhere. It's just a little bit in all of these different regions there on Sunday, July 24th. Take it with a grain of salt, too. That is pretty far out. And then by Monday here, July 25th, we see some activity again in the eastern United States and the Four Corner States, but that's just about it. Now, as far as total precipitation through the next 10 days, here we are taking a look at it. If you're anywhere in the whites, we're expecting practically no precipitation. Grays will be about 1/10 of an inch or less. Greens will be 1/10 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. Your blues will be 1/2 an inch to an inch. Your yellows will be 1 inch to 2 inches. And then your reds will be 2 to 5 inches. And then some of those brown and gray areas are going to be around 5 to 10 inches of precipitation. We see some of that offshore of the East Coast and some of that in the northeastern United States as well. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to move on, and we're going to take a look at the upcoming temperature pattern. All right, now here we are taking a look at today on Saturday, July 16th. We see some cooler air around for the eastern United States today, as well as for the northwest here, where there's some storminess ongoing. But everywhere in between, we can see that there is just some warmer temperatures around here rising in. We can see that there's a lot of warmth in this area in there. Now, let's go ahead and move this towards tomorrow on Sunday. We can see it's a lot of the same. We see the cooler air here, a little bit of cooler air in here, but warm everywhere else for the most part. Now, for Monday, July 18th, we see a lot of cooler air here for the northwest as well as the southeast again. Everywhere else, like we said, even the northeast here, and then everywhere in between these two areas here, we're seeing a lot of warmth in between there. Now, for Tuesday, July 19th, we can see some cooler air here around for the eastern and the southeastern, better yet, the western and the southeastern United States, with a lot of warmth in between here. Now, for Wednesday, July 20th, I mean, it looks pretty much warm from coast to coast here to me on Wednesday, July 20th. Now, for Thursday, July 21st here, we can see this is also a frame where it looks pretty much warm from coast to coast. We do see some cooler air here in the west, a little bit of the west and a little bit of the southeast, but pretty much warm everywhere else. Now, for Friday, July 22nd, we see some cooler air again in there. Some cooler air again for the eastern United States. I mean, hardly any, but there is some there on Friday, July 22nd. Saturday, July 23rd here, we see more cool air spreading in through the west. This heat is probably going to start heading a little bit further eastward here because of that. We'll see if that does take place here. Sunday 24th, let's see, not happening yet. Monday the 25th, it looks like this might be transitioning to the east, honestly, but we do see a major heat wave developing here in the central United States that really needs to be watched as well. These areas in the brown are probably 100 degrees plus, so very, very hot temperatures setting up in here around this time frame, very late in the pattern towards the end of July. So we'll watch that very, very closely, obviously. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to move on and we're going to take a look at the severe weather. Now, here's the day one categorical outlook, and as you can see, if you're anywhere in the lighter greens, we're expecting a general thunderstorm risk. That's where we expect general thunderstorms, but anything is possible, so heed every watch, warning, and advisory. The two darker green regions there, one for the Mid-Atlantic and one for the Plains, is going to be your marginal risk areas for today on Saturday, July 16th, and that's where we expect isolated severe weather to occur. Now, for day two here, which is going to be for Sunday, July 17th, this is where we expect general thunderstorms in the two lighter green areas. Again, anything is possible. Heed every watch, warning, and advisory. In the three darker green regions there, that's where we expect isolated severe weather to occur in our marginal risk areas. Now, for day three here, which is going to be Monday, July 18th, we have two general thunderstorm risks. Again, two marginal risk areas. Again, one for New England and then one for the north central United States. But we also have a slight risk in there up there for the north central United States where we expect scattered severe weather to occur. Now for day four, which will be an extended day outlook for Tuesday, July 19th, we expect at least a slight risk of severe weather to set up here in this yellow region. Anyway, for today's confidence tab, we're at a 4 out of 6, only because, again, there is no major storm or one individual thing that we're tracking. I'm waiting for that, and that's when we'll kind of know more about when to go up in the confidence. For today's patron highlight of the day, I want to thank you all for supporting the channel, but especially our platinum patrons: Bill Crates, James Wade, Dovin Nagel, Lerla Pan, Mandy Birchfield, Patrick Strickland, Dave Scott, and Donna Carnes as well. I would also to thank our diamond patrons: Bill Roberts, Marcus Connolly, Noah Harley, Michael Codalesa, Catbite, Charles Stinnett, Bill Dallas, Garys, and John Khaleesi also. I'd also to thank our channel members: Catbite, Steam Finn, and Jeremy Cox as well. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more weather-related content. I'll see you guys in the next video.